It is Wednesday, October 27th. I think this is the first Wednesday show. Here's my face, and it's giant. Huge, bigly. Have one of those mornings. Welcome to the show, 20 Minutes of Coffee with me, Ken Napzok, live for channel members. Become a member of the channel so you can hang out like David McKay. What did I say? Did I say 27th? I did. It's Wednesday, October 25th. Thank you, David McKay. This is why David McKay is a channel member. There's a reason the 27th is in my brain, and that's maybe the excuse I'll use for saying that wrong. I had one of those nights. I was up early yesterday, 5:30 a.m. roughly, but I was supposed to get up at like 6:30, but I was up. We had something we had to handle. We handled that, and then long day. Had dinner with a friend and his family who was in town. My radio program director, Doug Lazon from Hall of Fame Music Radio, was in town, and we get to hang out. And we went to the Smokehouse, because y'all know I love the Smokehouse. And if you've never been at Smokehouse and you're in town, that is, I'm going to make sure you come hang out with me at the Smokehouse. Oops, sorry. I'm doing some work in the background here because I want to switch over to the web here. Anyways, boring story short. I did not sleep well. Oh, there it is. Let's just switch to this right now. There you go. There's the YouTube channel. Live. We're watching CBS News. You're looking live, Fred. CBS News, as that's in the background. As they vote for election denier Mike Johnson, who looks like a Ferris Bueller character. Like, I'm a big fan of the movie Election. And, where you're like, oh, Ferris Bueller grew up. Well, of course, Matthew Broderick is a human. He aged. But that's what Mike Johnson looks like. He's 51, which is close to my era. There's politicians way younger than me on the national scale, and there's all politicians still triple my age. But it's always a little weird. It's like when you're a baseball fan or sports fan, but for me, a big baseball fan, and the coaches start becoming older than you, and that's when life transitions for you here. Anyways, you are actually watching me wake up. My brain is discombobulated. I'm slurping coffee, and that's just kind of where it is. I do want to do some housekeeping up top. I'm very happy to announce that some of you have listened to this special. A good number of people listened to the special in my day live in the Harrison Pub in London. I also wouldn't mind you checking out the Bandcamp edition, the special edition with bonus content. Check it out. If you're watching live now, you probably already have it. You've probably listened because you're dedicated to the cause, but maybe you're swinging through. Check out my comedy album, In My Day. Also, new This Day in History is up on the channel. John F. Kennedy Scares America from Sunday. I was going to have a This Day in History tomorrow for a cool one related to my own pop culture fandom, and life got busy. I have to go somewhere tonight, so I can't write it. That's the life. That's the life. That's what this is about. They're clapping. Let's see what they're clapping about here. Let's just...
He believes in taking care of our seniors and our veterans,
okay,
not slashing their benefits. He believes in living up to the...
This is the Dems talking. That's the Dems. For this, we're all been watching this clownish... clown show is a cliche now to describe what's going on in the GOP trying to get this Speaker of the House through. But it seems as though they got this guy, Mike Johnson, this Matthew Broderick, mid-career range looking guy with a nice, thick part and the glasses. I got these glasses. These are the old man glasses. You get them. So not judging the glasses of Mike Johnson. He looks very sharp. He looks dapper. He looks like a politician you can trust. And I was reading a lot of the articles about him just to make sure. And I'm going to switch back. Apologize for this. This is live. This is how we do it here. The mood is chipper, they say. The mood is chipper. Let me scroll back over so you can see where I'm scrolling on. Here's, if you want to know who he is. Jeffries doesn't see much difference between Johnson and McCarthy's politics. Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic House leader, had this to say: both Kevin McCarthy and Mike Johnson voted to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. They both support a nationwide ban on abortion. They both want to criminalize abortion care, and they both want to undermine Social Security and Medicare. Those are the core issues for Democrats. There's no daylight between Mike Johnson and Kevin McCarthy on those issues. So there's a good chance he's going to win. I think there's a good chance he's going to win, and that would be not good news. But I try to be honest when I can, even if it's putting a point down on the other side. He's not Jim. I hide sexual assault cases, Jordan. He's not Scalise, Steve Scalise, who was like, yeah, me and David Duke are kind of similar. I just have less baggage. He's not that. Mike Johnson isn't that, but he is that. He's an election denier. I was reading about it last night. Mike Johnson is an election denier in the way that he wasn't going for the big giant, hey, it's fraud, this the voting machines. He was finding ways to overturn it through the Electoral College process. And he was leading that, and that is more dangerous. That is more dangerous to have that kind of person in there. I think. I don't know. At this point, we're winning. Hey, Sean Room is checking in live. Sean Room is checking in live. How you doing, Sean? I know you've been through a lot lately. You're such a good dude. And I hope to see you in Pacific Northwest in early 2024. Or you can come up to Seattle area during Christmas time. Let's turn on. This might get, I don't know if this will get me demonetized.
Johnson.
Here we go. This is the most
Balderson.
tension-filled attendance
Johnson.
taking
Ballant.
in the history of the world.
Jeffries.
There's horrible things going on in the world
Banks.
right now, as we know. But this is gripping.
Johnson.
To watch
Barr.
them just go through. They have to go through like 400 plus names.
Johnson.
Today. I watched a lot
Berrigan.
of the McCarthy ones.
Jeffries. Bean
Now,
of Florida.
Mike Johnson can only lose
Johnson.
4 votes from the Republican
Beatty.
caucus.
Jeffries.
I like the difference between
Bentz.
styles when people
Johnson.
put their names in, put their
Barra.
votes in.
Jeffries. Bergman.
Here we go. It's like you yell,
Johnson.
Mike Johnson, or then you just go,
Beyer.
Johnson. Did you miss the vote?
Beyer.
They give you a chance at the end, though. Did not go.
Bice.
Vice.
Johnson.
Mike Johnson. Okay.
Biggs.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson.
There's Tim Burchett, the UFO
Bilirakis.
crazy. Absolutely.
Johnson.
See, I love that. Absolutely,
Bishop of
Mike
Georgia.
Johnson. And then Hakeem
Jeffries.
Jeff. Oh, this is great. The most tension-filled
Bishop
calling
of
of
North
names.
Carolina. Johnson.
Sean Room says the woman taking roll call
Blumenauer.
deserves a cookie.
Jeffries.
She looks like the best teacher you've ever had in
Blunt
elementary school.
Rochester. Jeffries.
Jeffries is going to get his votes. He won't be Speaker of the House. The feeling is that this is it. That Mike Johnson's going to be the guy. We'll see. Hey, one thing I want to show you there is the Moon Agers total transition to me. Transition to me shilling for myself. I announced on social media, but that's kind of a hard thing to do these days. I might do a solo blathering. I got a great interview with Kyle Lewis coming up this week, comedian Kyle Lewis. But next week, I think the blathering is back to just me, and I might just go for a while on this, on how social media is still vital and a key part of artists' existence, and you just can't get the word out. Unless I was coming on here to tell you that Kathleen Kennedy needs to be fired, I'm not going to get the eyes on this. And I put this out yesterday or Monday. The Moon Agers is a band that is built around Brian B.C. Tiller and Sean Old Handsaw Arnold. Wonderful music, and lyrics are by me. Brian's singing. And yeah, so we actually have an EP coming out in December, but on October 27th, Dave McKay, that's why it was in my mind. October 27th, you can pre-order our first single, Tell Me, which will be available on November 3rd. Louise Post of Veruca Salt is releasing her solo album on November 3rd. So I hope, you get Louise Post's album and you pick up our single. It's going to be available on Bandcamp. You can pre-order there, but also Apple, Spotify. Listen, if you like it, support it. Let us know. That's what's going on there. And a commercial. There we go. Back to this. I'll put this on in the background.
Carrie.
It's going to take a while. The
Johnson.
show's going to end before this goes.
Carl. Johnson.
It's just, look at that tea set behind there.
Carson.
Is that like a tea set? What is that?
Jeffries.
What is that over there?
Carter of Georgia. Johnson.
Carter of Georgia did it with like a
Carter
question
of
mark. Mike
Louisiana.
Johnson? I love the slow
Jeffries.
pause. I love the ones who
Carter
are
of
late.
Texas. Johnson.
Johnson.
Cartwright.
I don't know if it's gripping for you all, but it's gripping for me.
Jeffries.
While we do that,
Kassar.
while we listen, if you don't mind, this is the show. I'm going to do a lot. I haven't touched it yet. I'm going to do today's Immaculate Grid.
Case.
Oh, I'm already
Jeffries. Caston.
out. Man, this is
Jeffries. Castor of Florida.
I don't know.
Jeffries.
This is I don't know if I can do this Immaculate
Castro
Grid.
of Texas.
My Johnson? Yeah.
Jeffries.
Thank you, Tim McKay. That was the question.
Chavez de Reamer.
I'm going to lower this a little bit. It's actually annoying me. It's distracting me.
Sherfilis McCormick.
Sherfilis McCormick.
Jeffries.
That's a name. Immaculate Grid, the baseball game. I've been watching the playoffs. It's exciting. Congratulations, Arizona
Cisco
Diamondbacks,
Lineman.
getting to the World Series. Big for you.
Johnson.
Big for you all. All right, so
Clark
let's do
of
some.
Massachusetts.
Let's do some
Jeffries.
Immaculate Grid while we hang out. And if you're live, this is what you're live
Clark
for.
of New York.
Not just for me, but you're live to ask me questions. I got the chat room up.
Cleaver.
I got the chat room up for Sean Room.
Jeffries.
White Sox, Royals. We're gonna go Floyd Bannister.
Johnson.
A 0.7%.
Cloud.
Royals.
Johnson.
Oh, we're gonna come back to that one.
Clyburn.
Royals, Angels.
Jeffries.
Wally Joyner's a good choice,
Clyde.
but I love going Bob
Johnson.
Boone, catcher,
Cohen.
great catcher.
Jeffries.
We're gonna go there. 2%. That's not bad. Cub Angels. We're gonna go
Cole.
Bill Buckner.
Johnson.
Buckner is a great answer for a
Collins.
lot of players, by the way, if you're doing this. White Sox,
Johnson.
Cubs.
Comer.
I don't have, my mind's not
Johnson.
working, and we're going to go George Bell.
Connolly. Jeffries.
3%.
Correa.
That's okay. 2,000 career pitching strikeouts.
Correa.
David Wells had a cup of
Costa.
coffee towards the end of his career with the White Sox. He
Jeffries.
crossed 2,000 strikeouts.
Courtney.
2%. We're going to go there.
Jeffries.
Angels. Who
Craig.
pitched for the Angels with 2,000 strikeouts? Don't help me. Don't help me. Don't help me. Wow. That was a big one. Now we got some applause. Did a Republican switch sides, or this just... I don't know the subtext here. This is amazing. I love the other half of the room just sits on their asses. And the Dems do it for them,
Jeffries.
too. The spontaneous applause.
Crane. Johnson.
There we go. Hey, Lauren Romo's watching live.
Crawford.
Channel member Lauren Romo's here.
Johnson.
We will be playing football later today, too. This is not
Crenshaw.
my only stream of the day.
Johnson.
A Tiger and a Cub.
Crockett.
You know who was? Utility infielder Luis Salazar.
Jeffries.
0.3%. That's a good answer. All right.
Jeffries.
An Angel pitcher
Cuellar.
with over 2,000 strikeouts.
Jeffries.
They just had
Curtis.
to pitch for the Angels a little bit.
Johnson. Davids of Kansas. Jeffries.
I don't want to say Nolan Ryan. That's the fallback
Davidson.
answer. A Tiger
Johnson.
pitcher with over 2,000
Davis
career
of
strikeouts.
Illinois.
Someone who's kind of swung through.
Jeffries.
We're not going to go
Davis of North
like
Carolina.
Max Scherzer. We're not going to go Justin Verlander.
Jeffries.
That's probably too high of a percentage of point.
Dean of Pennsylvania. Jeffries.
Round of applause. It was a round of applause
Bigot.
for David Wells as an answer.
Jeffries. Dela Cruz.
I think Mark Langston. The question is, did Mark
Johnson.
Langston cross 2,000 strikeouts
DeLauro.
in his career? That's my
Jeffries.
risk. We're gonna go.
Del
We're
Bene.
gonna double down. This is an easy. This is gonna be a high
Jeffries.
percentage answer. We're gonna go Jack Morris, 15%.
Deluzio.
So that kind of ruins my day. I don't have a
Jeffries.
big. I don't have a low score here.
DeSaulnier.
I'm gonna be in the. My hope is to get under
Jeffries.
30% right now. There's probably some other
Desjardins.
Tiger pitchers I could have chosen, but that's where we're going. So
Johnson.
Nolan Ryan would be like the big
Diaz-Pasito.
answer that we don't want to put down. Let's check in on the vote.
Johnson. Diaz Balart. Johnson.
There's Elise Stefanik right there.
Dingle.
One of the most flip-floppy nutballs.
Doggett.
Go look at her interviews in 2016 to where she is now.
Jeffries. Donalds. Johnson.
We might go for a bit here.
Duarte.
I'm going to try it. Mark Langston. This could ruin it. This
Johnson.
could ruin it. I don't remember
Duncan.
if he crossed 2,000 strikeouts. He did. All right, 4%.
Johnson.
Some more drama? Is there a fist
Gunn
fight?
of Florida. Johnson.
See, they're just boldly yell Johnson.
Edwards.
Look at this little up here.
Johnson.
Look at this
LZ.
little toolbox of
Johnson.
office supplies.
Emmer.
I'm really thrilled by this. Oh. Emmer. So Emmer's the guy that didn't yesterday. Round of applause. Hero. He was going to go. He was going to be the nominee. And then in the private vote, the GOP was like, nah.
Johnson.
And so he's supporting Johnson here. What a
Escobar.
hero. Defending America.
Jeffries.
This guy.
Eshu.
Johnson's also dangerous because he's one of those ones that doesn't want to
Jeffries.
fund anything more in Ukraine.
Espaillat.
Which I always say is silly because that's like a
Jeffries.
savings account. That's like,
Estes.
do you want to eventually go to war with Russia?
Johnson.
Possibly have World War III and
Evans.
use all of our $800 billion
Jeffries.
budget? Or do you want to just send some money over there now to help
Gazelle.
Ukraine? Stop Putin, who may or may not have that
Johnson.
heart attack, of course, those tabloid rumors going
Fallon.
around. And then, save the world and not spend all our money. But Mike Johnson doesn't want that. Oh,
Johnson.
that guy. Good job, you.
Finstra.
That was
Johnson.
a giant speech. Love speeches in
Ferguson.
your votes. All right. A Kansas
Johnson.
City Royal
Finstad.
who also played for the
Johnson.
Tigers.
Fishbach. Johnson.
Here's what I got. Pat Sheridan. Outfielder Pat Sheridan.
Fitzgerald. Johnson.
There we go.
Fitzpatrick.
Immaculate 31. It was too
Johnson.
high. That
Weichman.
Jack
Johnson.
Morris killed me. I would have had less than 20. But I'm happy for my David Wells answer, my Louis
Fletcher.
Salazar episode or answer, and my
Jeffries.
Floyd Bannister episode. Episode? Why am I saying episode?
Flood.
I'm telling you, I haven't woken up today.
Johnson.
This is what 20 minutes got. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Foster.
We'll be back tomorrow. I had to move it,
Jeffries.
and that's what the show's about.
Fushi.
Once a week, I might go live. Twice a week, I try to go live. I might one
Jeffries.
week go live 5 days a week. You never know. Be a channel member. You can get it.
Johnson.
Oh, that's the lady yesterday, the one who just
Lois
voted,
Frankel.
Fox. When a reporter asked Mike
Jeffries.
Johnson yesterday about his efforts to overturn the
Scott
2020
Franklin.
election,
Johnson.
this nutball right over here
Frost.
yelled, "Boo, shut up,"
Jeffries.
to a reporter asking a legit question.
Fry.
There you go. That's the GOP at this point.
Johnson.
That's what they do. It's fun.
Fulcher.
I love, here we are in the house, sacred house of
Johnson.
government.
Gates.
Oh, put your,
Johnson.
what a, and there's Grandma
Gallagher.
Bobo. Matt Gates is
Johnson.
just a hot airbag of
Gallego.
nothing. Puts his hand on his heart. What a dipshit.
Gallego.
Just a performative dipshit. It's a
Garamendi.
sacred house of government, and in the back there we got a little plastic cup of water.
Jeffries.
Can we get like a seal, a
Garbarino.
U.S. government seal on that cup of
Johnson.
water right there? I don't know.
Mike Garcia. Johnson. Robert Garcia. Jeffries.
All right, it's going to be close. All right, everybody.
Garcia of Illinois.
This is what we do. This is what we do. We hang out. Thanks for being a
Jeffries.
channel member. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for
Garcia of Texas.
cheering on my immaculate gridding. That's 20 minutes of coffee. I think I'm up. As they shout more names, we'll see you next time.
Johnson. Golden of Maine. Jeffries. Goldman of New York. Jeffries. Gomez. Jeffries. Tony Gonzalez.